Hi guys, today I bring you the delicious way that I prepare empanadas. Basically, the empanadas can be prepared from different types of fillings, but this time I will show you empanadas de res or beef patties. You want to know how I do it? Come and hazlo con su. We will use ground beef and we will season it. Let's start using sofrito, mashed garlic, all-purpose seasoning with achiote, but if you do not have this, you can use complete seasoning or adobo and an envelope of Goya seasoning for color. Also black pepper, soy sauce, and we will also use a steak seasoning. We will mix all the ingredients and we will let the meat rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. Remember that the ingredients and quantities will be listed in the description box. After this, we will cook the meat. As you can see, I have a hot pot with no oil because the meat already has its own fat. I am using 90-10, 90% meat and 10% fat for this recipe. It is good to use meat that does not have too much fat. We will let the meat cook for about 3 to 5 minutes, trying to separate all the clumps. The ground beef tends to stick, and we will try to release it as much as we can. And for me, to make it easier, I use a potato masher. This makes the job so much easier and faster. As you can tell, the meat now is very loose. It is not clumped up. Now that we achieve this, we will add water. Enough water to cover the meat, and we will let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Basically, we will let the meat absorb the water and soften up. At this point, we will add beef bouillon, powder or cubes, however you have it. In this case, I am using powder. We'll also add tomato sauce, and if you have tomato paste, only use 1 tablespoon. Then we will taste to see if it is good, if it needs more salt. For me, the meat is perfect, but you can adjust the salt to your liking. After this, we will let the meat continue to cook until it dries and has no more liquid, but be careful not to let it burn. It's been about 15 minutes, and as you can see, all the liquid has dried out. The meat is basically ready to use, but we will let it cool down for a little bit. After the meat cools down, we will add shredded mozzarella and cheddar cheese. Totally optional, but I really like how the empanadas taste with cheese and meat together. And we will just mix them. There are many different types of empanada discs, and these are just a few. But this one with the 10 disc is my favorite because I feel it has better texture, is flexible enough, and when frying is crispier. Tell me which one is your favorite down in the comments. To form the empanadas, we're gonna need some water and a fork. We'll put the filling only in the middle of the disc. We'll put water on the edges so that it seals better. And we will also close it, forming like a half moon. And when sealing, we're gonna try to get as much air out as possible, so when we fry, it does not form an air bubble. It's not really good to take a bite and all you basically eating is air. Not really good. It also has to be sealed well, so after I seal it with my fingers, I use the fork. And so we will do this to all the other empanadas or beef patties. We will take about 3 to 4 cups of oil and we'll heat it to 350 temperature. While the oil is heating, we will continue to make the rest of the empanadas. When using the other type of Goya disc, it is a little bit different. This one brings 12 discs, it is smaller, and the discs are moister, so you will not need the water to seal the edges, but we'll still make sure to seal it with the fork. The preparation of the empanadas is a very good occasion to bond with your family. I'm just putting everybody to work in this house. They gotta earn the food they eat. Once we have the empanadas ready, we will start frying. A trick, you get a wooden spoon and you get it in the oil, and if it makes bubbles, then the oil is ready to start. Carefully, we'll fry the empanadas for about 1 minute on each side. This will make them golden brown and crispy. How golden they get is to your preference, but be careful not to burn them because they literally burn in a blink of an eye. The other empanadas have a moister dough, so they take a little bit longer to cook. These took about 2 minutes per side, and if you notice, they really do not take much color after 1 minute, but after 1.5 to 2 minutes, they already took that golden color that I like, and they get the way that they're supposed to be. They get on point. We'll let the empanadas rest in a plate covered with a paper towel so they can release some of the oil that they absorbed while frying. Now, totally optional but equally delicious, we will prepare a quick sauce. We'll start using some mayonnaise, some ketchup, a little bit of Dijon mustard, and a little bit of black pepper. Mustard and pepper are to your liking. I really do not like mustard too much, so that's why I only add a little bit, but I like that kick that the mustard gives to the sauce. Then we will just mix everything and it's basically ready. You not necessarily have to make the sauce because the patties with ketchup are equally delicious, but I'm telling you, you won't regret making this sauce. After this, the empanadas will be ready to serve. You can make them for your parties, as a snack, as an appetizer, for whatever you want. They are so delicious. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it. If you have not done so, subscribe to my channel and activate the bell to be notified every time I post new videos. Also follow me on my social media of Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat at Hazlo con Su. Now you know how I do it. See you in the next video. Bye. I want to really say thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate it.